Hello readers, I'm coming to you from my house. In our office here we have a little whiteboard. I'm used to having a lot more space, but let's see what I can do. So I wanted to go over with you guys a little bit what comparing means and what contrasting means, because on the first page of your packet for Jane Goodall it asks you to compare humans to chimpanzees and contrast humans to chimpanzees. So just a refresher, this is a chimpanzee. Okay, chimpanzees are apes and they look like that. Okay, maybe you've seen a chimpanzee at a zoo, or maybe you've seen a TV show about a chimpanzee or read a book. I know that at least one of our friends has written a book on chimpanzees, so we do have a resident expert as well. So if I'm thinking about comparing humans and chimpanzees, I'm talking about what they have in common, right? So what are some things that they have in common? If you're having trouble coming up with things that chimpanzees and humans have in common, you might want to think back to our very first science unit where we learned about animals and think about maybe what classification chimpanzees are, classification humans are. Maybe that's something that they have in common. Okay. I know that there's a lot of things that look similar, humans and chimpanzees, between humans and chimpanzees. We both have two eyes, we both have two ears, other things like that, okay? So I'm gonna put three things in common, or comparing. I'm gonna write that in big letters. Compare things that we have in common. I'm gonna say, oh no. We have two eyes, okay? And I also know that there is a big space for you to write. So maybe instead of just writing two eyes, I write chimps and humans both have two eyes. Now scholars, I don't want you to use this one, okay? You can come up with examples on your own that are a little better thinking than this, okay? Because I think that humans and a lot of other animals all have two eyes. So I think that you can come up with something that's a little bit better than that. Okay, now let's try to think of some things that are different between humans and chimpanzees. Okay, so when we're talking about differences, we're talking about contrasting. What do they contrast? So what are different between chimpanzees and humans? Now there's one really obvious one, right? Just by looking at a picture of a human and then looking at a picture of a chimp, or being a human and looking at a picture of a chimp, we know that chimpanzees have a lot of hair, okay? So I'm gonna say chimps have hair covering, I'm gonna say thick hair. Their body. And the reason why I'm going to say thick hair, chimps have thick hair covering their bodies, is because humans also have hair covering their body, right? It's not a lot, but if you look at your arm, there's some hair there, right? But chimpanzees have like thick black hair, so that's one thing that's different. I'm gonna also say don't use this one. Try to think of three other ones that are a little bit heavier, that have a little bit deeper of thinking, okay? So for the first page of your packet for Tuesday, you're gonna wanna come up with three things that humans and chimps have in common and three things that humans and chimps have that are different, okay? Good luck, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, readers.